Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hoo-hoo. Welcome back to another Soulful Saturdays with Saylor. Hoo-hoo. That's me. Thank you for being here. We are here to empower your spirit and build a strong sense of self. Life's always on the move. Wouldn't you agree? How about taking a pause for 40 minutes or so? Yes, and allow yourself to connect to who you are, that powerhouse inside you. Nurturing the soul, the spirit, something we usually don't do. Make sure to tune in every Saturday for your weekly dose of spiritual connection and soul-fueled goodness. And hey, if life happens, because we know it does, no worries. You can catch all of our sessions anytime on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And here's the deal, guys. You want to stop playing shy and hit that subscribe. Absolutely. Please join our community. And all those things that you haven't done yet, like hit that button, it's time to do it. Hit that button, stay connected, and be the first to know when our latest fantabulous sessions drop. We're here to support your spiritual journey, and we don't want you missing out on a single thing. So hit that button. I'm not sure where it's located, but go ahead and hit it. And what you could also do? Please share this with someone who could benefit from these messages, or they might just enjoy the empowering shift. Being able to really set things in place for their own spiritual journey. It's like giving, it's the gift that keeps giving. So please share this with somebody that you love, that will enjoy and embrace our sessions. Now, before we dive in all the way, let's just give you a sneak peek on how we are rolling things out. Every Saturday is crafted with love, sass. I like to say sailor sass. And just because it's fun, hello. And just the right dose of soul-searching magic. Absolutely. We kick things off with a warm welcome. Think of it as your weekly hype session to set the tone and spark excitement. Next, we will go into a centering moment with meditation or mindfulness. This is a practice to help ground you, calm your mind, and open up that beautiful heart of yours. And after that, we get to dive into our juicy topic of the week. This is where I'll share the how-tos to help you take action, the benefits of embracing these ideas, and even a personal story or two. Hey, we got to make it relatable. And finally, we'll close it out with a reflection and actionable items. Absolutely. These are the takeaways that you can carry into the week to start making this soulful change right away. Whatever reason that you are here today, pat yourself on the back. Say, thank God I put myself first. Hello. Whatever the reason is, we are hopeful that this session will guide you on your spiritual journey. Grab your journal, your coffee, settle in. Now let's get started. And it is a pleasure to be your spiritual leader. Yes, it is. I want to ask you a question. Are you ready? Okay. Can you feel the love that you are sharing with those around you? Think about it. Can you feel the love that you share? Today, we're not just keeping it to ourselves, we're expanding it. For over the past few weeks, we've been on a journey diving deep into the self-love, self-acceptance, and self-compassion. That was our theme for February. And we've learned that loving ourselves isn't selfish, it's essential. Because when we fill our cup, we just don't survive. It's an overflow. And what happens when love overflows? It spills out into the world in the most magical ways. Today, we're taking this love thing that we've been cultivating and letting it breathe. We're letting it move beyond just us and into the relationships and communities and even those unexpected places where love is needed most. because love isn't meant to be trapped inside. It's meant to be shared, spread, sprinkled like confetti. And so let's take a moment, right? What does love in action look like to you? What does love in action look like to you? You can take a moment and write that down. Is it a kind word when someone's struggling? A boundary set with confidence? A random act of kindness for a stranger? Or maybe, just maybe, it's the way that you show up for yourself. That you show up for yourself first, so you can show up better for others. I'd like to hear from you. I want you to take a moment and reflect on this. And if you feel called to share, please put those thoughts in the comments. So, how do you put love into action in your life? Think about that question. How do you put love into action in your life? You're probably already sharing your love and you might not even know it. Or maybe you don't know that you are sharing your love. Reflect on that question. Sometimes we do things and we don't even realize we're doing it. And so we're going to bring that to your awareness. And there are so many ways, there are a number of ways to bring love into action, which we will get into in a moment. Before we do, let's truly pour love into the world, that we have to take a moment to ground ourselves in it. It's time for us to pause and let's take a breath and let's tap into that well of love within us. Because the more connected we are to it, the more effortlessly it will flow, and it will flow outwards. It is time to take a journey inward with a little centering meditation. And let's take this love journey inward so that we can shine it even brighter outward. I want you to find a comfortable position. You could be standing, laying down, sitting, whatever works for you. And if you're standing, get your feet grounded, right? If you're sitting down, make sure your feet are planted onto the ground. Make sure that your spine is tall, your shoulders are relaxed. And if you feel called to, go ahead and close your eyes. And if not, just soften your gaze. This is your moment to receive. I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in and hold it for a moment and slowly release it. Feel your body relax with each breath. Go ahead and continue breathing naturally. Now I want you to bring awareness as you're breathing to the center of your chest, your heart space. This is where your love resides. It's always been here, waiting for you to tap in. Yes, that's it. Now imagine a warm golden light glowing in your heart center. This light represents the purest love, the love that you were born with, the love that never runs out. Feel it radiate warmth, comfort, and peace. Yes, that's it. Feel it. Feel that glow. Yes. With each breath, let this light expand. First, feeling your entire chest, then your whole body. Let it soften any tension, melt away any walls, and remind you that love is your natural state. Yes, it is. Love is your natural state. Now visualize this love spilling outward like ripples in the pond. First, it reaches the people closest to you, your family, friends, those who lift you up. Yes, let them feel your warmth. Let them feel the warmth of the loving glow radiating from you. Yes. Now let that love ripple go a little farther out to your community, your neighbors, even strangers that you pass by every day. Yes. Let them receive this energy of kindness and compassion. Yes. Allow that ripple of love, that golden light, reach out to your community neighbors. Yes. Allow them to receive this energy and kindness. And now let's go even bigger. Picture this love radiating across the world, touching hearts in places you may never have visited, reaching people you may never have met. Feel the power of your love making a difference. Yes, yes. Fill the world with your love. Fill the world with your glow. Yes. And take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to bring your awareness back to this moment, right here. I want you to wiggle your fingers or roll your shoulders. And when you're ready, gently open up your eyes. Feel that. That's your love. Big, bold, and limitless. And the best part, the more you give, the more you have. Let's carry this energy forward because the world needs what you've got. It does. Yes. And what we would like to do is let's repeat our affirmation today. You could say this out loud, or you could say it in your head, whichever makes you comfortable. And our affirmation is, my love flows freely to myself and others. Yes. My love flows freely to myself and others. Yes, it does. And one more time. My love flows freely to myself and others. Yes, it does. And when you say those words, allow the words and the intention to fill up every cell in your body. Yes. I want you to take a moment and just sit with this feeling, the warmth, that love flowing freely through you. Doesn't it feel good? That's the power of love when you allow yourself to fully receive it. And here's the thing, love isn't just something we give away. It starts with us. Because let's be real, you can't pour from an empty cup. And you sure as heck can't share love from a place of exhaustion, resentment, or neglect, self-neglect. Self-love isn't selfish. It's the foundation. The stronger it is, the more love you will have to give to others. It's like a well. You can only draw water from when it's full. So let's dive into what it truly means. Because when you love ourselves, we don't just survive, we thrive in every relationship we have. We do. Absolutely. And I want you to remember the amazing glow that you envisioned, that you visualized, and you were allowing that to go out to your family, friends. Yes. Then it went out to the community, and then it went out to the world. I want you to remember that. And I want you to practice that. Practice that on a regular basis. You could do it in the morning, you could do it at night. But it's a good thing to be able to set the intention of sending that love out, but you're also giving that love back to yourself. Yes. It's time to get into our juicy bits. Let's get into our juicy topic today. Absolutely. So, how self-love enhances our ability to love others. It does. It really does. See, we've filled up our hearts with love, and now let's talk about why that's so important. And when it comes to the love that we give to others, because you cannot, and I repeat this, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You can try, but all that's going to come out is stress, resentment, and why does no one appreciate me type vibes? And we don't do that here. Not at Soulful Saturdays. No, we don't do that here. What we do here, it's love from abundance, not depletion. When you're depleted, you're not filling up your cup. Self-love isn't a luxury, it's the foundation. Think of it like a well. If your well is full, you have fresh, clean water to share. But if it's dry, honey, all you're handing out is dust, and no one's getting nourished from that. So here's a reflection question for you. Have you ever found yourself feeling resentful or burned out from giving too much without refilling your own well? Be honest. Be honest. What did that look like for you? What did it look like for you? You know, self-love teaches us patience, forgiveness, and kindness. Let's be real. Loving people isn't always easy. People test us. They push buttons that we didn't even know we had. And here's the secret. The way we love others is a direct reflection of how we love ourselves. If we're hard on ourselves, we're more likely to be hard on others. If we lack patience with ourselves, we're quick to snap at others. And when we practice self-love, when we give ourselves grace, forgive our own mistakes, and speak to ourselves with kindness, we create more space to extend that same love to others. And suddenly, we're not just reacting, we're responding with love, understanding, and wisdom. And here's a reflection exercise for you. Think about a time when you were really hard on yourself. How did that affect the way you treated the people around you? I want you to flip it. And I want you to think of a time when you were in a really good place with yourself. How did that shift your interactions with others? You can do the compare and contrast process for all different types of situations. Because with all the experiences that you have, you've got a lot in that memory bank to be able to do the compare and contrast. So work on the reflection exercise. You know, self-love sets the standards for how we are loved. And here's the kicker. The way we love ourselves teaches everyone else how to love you. If you are constantly putting yourself last, guess what? Others will too. If you don't set boundaries, people will keep taking. But when you honor yourself, respect your time, and treat yourself like someone worthy of love, you attract relationships that mirror the same energy. Oh, it's true. And when you start practicing this, ooh, things are going to change. It's a game changer. And here's a mantra for you. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. I set the standards for how I am treated by loving myself first. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. I set the standard for how I am treated by loving myself first. Absolutely. At the end of the day, love is meant to flow freely, abundantly, and joyfully. And it starts with you. It does. Yes, it starts with you. Now, when I say you, I want to say me. You, me, you, me. Yes. It starts with you, and you should say me. It does. Love starts with me. So fill your well, love yourself fiercely, and watch how that love transforms the way that you show up for the people around you. Let's keep this energy going because next we're diving into boundaries. Oof. Hello. Boundaries. Yep. The boundaries that make love even more powerful. And if you've been feeling that love today, oh, yes, trust me, this next part is going to be a whole new level. Because when we're talking about boundaries, yeah, I said it, boundaries. Now, I know you might be thinking, wait, boundaries? That sounds like a buzzword. Okay, let me tell you, boundaries are the unsung superheroes of self-love. Loving yourself doesn't mean you're a doormat. It doesn't mean that you say yes to every request, every demand, every little thing that comes your way. No, no, you don't say yes to that. Loving yourself means knowing when to say no with love, knowing when to protect your energy, and knowing when to prioritize your peace. You see, boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges. They create space where love can grow. When you set a boundary, you're telling yourself, I'm worthy. I'm worth protecting. Yes, my time, my energy, my emotions, they all matter. And let me tell you, when you start doing that, the love you give to others becomes so much more powerful. It's not forced or drained, it's empowered, abundant, and real. Remember, I told you about that little Sailor sass? Well, here's a little for you. I want you to walk away with this today. Saying no with love is not selfish, it's self-respect. It's not about shutting people out, it's about knowing your limits and honoring them. Because when you honor them, you honor yourself. And when you do that, you're not just loving yourself, you're teaching others how to love you too. So go ahead, set those boundaries, and don't feel bad about it. The world will thank you for it. Okay, now I want to really hear from you. What's one boundary that you can set this week that honors your love for yourself? Drop it in the comments. And let's get real about how you're going to protect your peace and keep loving ourselves with all the energy that we've got. Yes, this is what this is all about. And I want to give you some soulful, practical, and maybe a few little sassy ways to bring love into action. Number one, love in everyday actions. A genuine smile. Simple, powerful, totally free. Hello. Random acts of kindness. Pay for someone's coffee. Hold the door. or leaving uplifting message for a stranger. Yes. How about a compliment freely and authentically? Like, girl, that color looks amazing on you. Or, I love the energy you bring to this space. And how about listening without interrupting? Ooh, yeah, listening without interrupting. Sometimes the best way to love someone is to let them feel heard. Number 2, love through boundaries and self-respect. Say no without guilt. Because love isn't about extending yourself, it's about honoring your energy. Say no. Take a break when needed. Hello. Love yourself enough to rest, recharge, and reset. Absolutely. And surround yourself with healthy relationships. Choose love, not obligation. Number 3, love through service and giving. Volunteer your time or skills. Help at a shelter, mentor someone, or offer your talents when they're needed. Check on a friend just because. A simple thinking of you text can brighten someone's day. And be patient with others and yourself. Love is in the grace that we extend, especially when things don't go as planned. Number 4, love is in unexpected places. Bless someone in traffic instead of cursing them. Okay, I know. Just try it. Try it. Shift your thought process to blessing someone in traffic. Just give it a try. Show kindness to those who challenge you. Yes. Nothing disrupts negativity like unexpected love. And be the first to acknowledge and apologize and forgive. Holding on to resentment blocks love. Letting go makes room for it. When you let go, you open up space for more love. So be the first to acknowledge, apologize, and forgive. Number 5, love as a ripple effect. Absolutely. Speak kindly to yourself. The way you love yourself teaches others how to love you. Express gratitude often. Say thank you with sincerity. This shifts the energy of any interaction. And lead with compassion, not judgment. Everyone's fighting a battle that you can't see. A little love goes a long way. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a verb. It's a vibe. It's in this little thing that we do every single day. So I hope one of these has sparked you. I hope they are speaking to you. And if they are, it's time for you to start spreading some love. And maybe this has kind of sparked something in you going, oh, I do these things. And that means I'm spreading love. Absolutely. And if you are already doing that and it's not on our list, well, hallelujah to you. Keep doing you. You could also embrace some of these new ideas. One way or another, love yourself and spread that love to those around you. When self-love changed everything, there was a time when I thought love meant bending over backwards, saying yes, when I really wanted to say, hell no. and pouring from a cup that was bone dry. Sound familiar? Yeah. I was the queen of overgiving, always putting everyone else first, thinking that if I just gave more, loved harder, or showed up bigger, I'd finally feel enough. But let me tell you, what that led to was burnout, resentment, and a one-way ticket to exhaustion town. Not cute, not sustainable, and definitely not love. Then came that moment, the one where I finally looked in the mirror and said, girl, what if the love you're so busy dishing out, giving to everyone else is the love you need to give to yourself first? Boom. Mic drop. Seriously. Ha, that was my wake-up call. So I started small. Started with setting boundaries. And I set them without guilt. I got used to saying no without over-explaining and filling up my cup first. And let me tell you, something magical happens. My relationship shifted. They became deeper, more real, and more joyful. Because I wasn't giving out of obligation, I was giving from overflow. And when you give from a place of fullness, your love is lighter, freer. Oh, and so much. It is so powerful. Leading up to now, with our last 3 sessions of our February theme, love and self-compassion, please reflect on this, on how loving yourself changed the way you love others. And remember our affirmation. My love flows freely to myself and others. Yes, it does. And here is a quote for you. The love you give to yourself is the foundation for love you give to the world. Sounds simple, right? But I gotta tell you, this is the real deal. This right here. This is the truth bomb that could change your whole life. And here's the thing. We spend so much time looking around for validation, approval, and love that we run around like we're on a mission to please everyone, make everyone happy, and show up bigger and better. I'm just going to drop a little wisdom on you. None of that matters if you're not, especially if you are pouring from into your cup first. If you're not pouring in first, then you can't give what you don't have. Think of it. Think of it like a house. You wouldn't try to build a mansion on a shaky foundation, right? No, you would start with solid ground. Well, your self-love, that's the foundation. If it is weak or cracked, the love you give to others will be unstable, full of pressure, and trust me, eventually it'll crumble. But when you start loving yourself truly, unapologetically, loving every inch of who you are, that's the solid ground you need. And once you've got that, your love for others becomes effortless. It's not forced. It's not desperate. It's pure, abundant, and easy. You'll find yourself showing up in relationships with more patience, more kindness, and more grace. You'll be able to give without guilt because you're giving from a place of fullness, not depletion. So here's the real question. How solid is your foundation? And what would it look like if you started pouring that self-love into yourself first? I promise you, the love you give to the world will be a whole different level. And now, before we wrap up today's session, let's get one thing straight. The love doesn't stop here. No, Oh, no, it doesn't. This is just the beginning. As we step into our week, I want you to keep the love flowing in your thoughts, in your words, and most importantly, in your actions. So let me give you a few things to think about as you go out and spread that love. Here's action item number 1. You ready? Show up for yourself. Set one boundary today that honors your needs. Say no to something that drains you and say yes to something that fills you up, something worthy of love. And in a sense, you've already done it by showing up here today. And I thank you for that. And I appreciate you. But set another action item. Just saying. Action item number 2, show love to others. Whether it's love through a compliment, a random act of kindness, or just really listening to someone, find one way to bring that love out into the world today. And trust me, it's contagious. It really is. And action number 3, be kind to yourself. Every time you look in the mirror, say something kind. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, so keep filling yourself up first. Absolutely. Give yourself the love that you give to others. Let's pause for a gratitude moment because gratitude is love in action. Think about someone in your life right now who has taught you what love really looks like. Maybe it's a partner, parent, friend, or even a mentor. Take a few seconds right now to silently appreciate them. Feel that love, feel that warmth, and let it sink in. Yes. And what you can do is you can practice that one. Also, that could be an action item. Just saying. I want to say thank you for showing up, for pouring into yourself, and for choosing to share your love with the world. You are absolutely magic, and I am so grateful to be on the journey with you. Carry this love with you through this week. Let it radiate within you because when you love yourself, everything you touch turns to gold. I want to give you a little sneak peek into March because we're closing out February. February was our love and self-compassion, and March is going to be awaken your inner strength. Yes, winter's had its time, but now it's our time to wake up, shake things up, and step into something new. March isn't just about the clock springing forward. It's about you springing forward. This month, we're kicking off habits. We are kicking old habits to the curb, dusting off our potential, stepping boldly into transformation. And if you've been waiting for a sign to renew, refresh, and rise, well, this is it. It's coming up in March. Week 1, self-awareness. You can't change what you don't see. This week, we're getting real about where we are and where we want to go. Week 2, releasing old patterns. Say bye-bye to what's been holding you back. It's time to cut the cords on habits, beliefs, and mindsets that no longer serve you. Week 3, embracing change. Yes, change doesn't have to be scary. It can be exciting. That week, we'll learn how to make transformation feel empowering instead of overwhelming. In week 4, building a new vision. Out with the old and in with the glorious, I say. We're setting powerful intentions and stepping into our full potential with clarity and courage. March is the month of new beginnings. And guess what? You are the masterpiece in progress. Get ready to awaken your inner strength and create a life that lightens you up. That's what's coming up in March. So set your calendar. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. And for showing up, we do have our special offers. We have our 7 strategies to cultivate inner peace and fulfillment. And throughout this program, you'll be guided through principles, strategies designed to help you cultivate a calm mind, break free from negativity, and find deep, lasting fulfillment in every aspect of your life. And it's not just the content that will make the difference. It's your commitment, your determination, and your willingness to embrace change that will truly transform your journey. And you can grab that on our website, absolutely. And if you're been searching for a fun and easy way to sprinkle some more peace and clarity into your life, look no farther. My ebook, The Path of Calm and Clarity, The Gifts of Intentional Breathing. Hello. So important. Yes, it will help you connect with your inner self. How about melt away some stress and discover the inner calm that we all crave? Go ahead, grab a copy, hop over to the website, saylorsjourney.com. It's on the front page. You can't miss it. And another treat, if you're ready to get serious about your emotional, mental, and spiritual wellness, then don't miss out. We've got a 20-day challenge. It's all designed to help you kick those negative thoughts, gain some serious clarity, and step into the best version of yourself. And yes, in 20 days. And trust me, this challenge is a game changer. It's self-guided. And woohoo, why not copy and repeat? Seriously, you could do this one over and over again. Once again, go to saylorsjourney.com and get your copy today. Thank you for joining me in this sacred space. Thank you. This is a reminder that this isn't a one-time thing. Self-love isn't just something that we practice when we're in the mood or it's in a way of being. This is a way of being. It is a lifestyle. It's how we show up for ourselves day in and day out. So let's continue with an open heart and get ready to embrace the incredible person that you see in the mirror. Yes, the one who is worthy of all the love that you can give. And until next time, love yourself fiercely. This has been a pleasure and a blessing for me to be your spiritual leader today. Make sure to tune in every Saturday for our weekly dose of spiritual connection with soulful goodness. And if life happens, because we know it does, well, you can catch our episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And remember, hit subscribe, join our community. And until next time, keep shining, keep loving, and remember, you are worthy of the love that you give. It's time for you to receive it yourself. You've got this, gorgeous. Now, this is a powerful reminder that love isn't just something that we feel. It is something that we do. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It has been a pleasure to bring this special message to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Until next week, enjoy the week. Go out and share that love. This is another episode of Soulful Saturdays with Saylor. That's me. Thanks, everyone.